Hello, this is Nadya Ortiz. Today I'm going to talk about my journey to study computer science, how I get into the company that I work right now, and give you a little bit of tips if you are interested in the STEAM field. Before that, let me give you a little bit of background about myself. I was born and raised in Colombia. It's such a beautiful country. I love it, and all my family is still there. After I finished high school, I decided to follow my passion, which at that time was chess. And I know it sounds a little bit weird, but I was a professional chess player, and I was playing around the world, just playing chess. Thankfully, I reached my goal, which was to become the first woman chess grandmaster from Colombia. And because of chess, I was able to get a scholarship here in US. I decided to study computer science. I was really passionate about math, about logic, and I found a lot of similarities between chess and computer science. After that, after I finished my undergrad, I went to get a master's degree, and I am thankful that University of Purdue believed in me, and not only believe, but give me all the support. I had an amazing advisor, and because of that university, I was able to get into a great company. So I'm very thankful to study there. So in 2013, I was applying to different internships, and finally I got into Apple as a software developer, and I had a great time. At the beginning, I was really scared, as you can imagine, but it's just the first step that it gets hard. But I met my team, and then it was a great experience. And because it was such a joyful experience for them and for me, they wait until I finish my master, and I start working at Apple in 2014 as a full employee. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit of my journey in Apple, and I'm gonna divide it like kind of in two phases. So my first 4 years, I was a pure software developer. And what does it mean is I was working in the hardware department, in the hardware team. They actually, so there is a lot of instrument, there is a lot of automation, and what you do, you write software to make the process easier for the users, and also smarter in terms of time. And even at that time, you're always working with different teams, and you're trying to understand the requirements. And as a software developer, you need to just write the code and make sure all the environment is set up to do the work. And then after that, I switched to more data science driven projects. So that involves data analysis, involves machine learning, and that's what is my current job right now, and actually my passion to work with data and make sense of data. So what do you do as a kind of like a data scientist? So what you do is so you grab data. So in my case, there is a lot of data taken in factory, and what you do is you try to understand the patterns, to understand how can we all this data that we get, what is going to help us? How can we understand the failures? How can we understand the process, so we avoid to make many mistakes? And if we made a mistake, and we catch the failures in very early stage, so we can give a better support. And that's what it comes to the data analysis. So what I do is you create statistical reports. You give you have different meetings, and then you present what you have learned from the data taken every day. And then also you put there is machine learning, which Apple is a strong believer of that, to make I take advantage of artificial intelligence. So what is that? It's like, well, it's not only doing the statistical report, but can we learn patterns from that data? Can we learn from what is the data that we are taking, and can we do it in a faster way that we can automate the process? And that's what machine learning come very handy, where there are projects with anomaly detection, like predictors, where we want to automate the process and we want to make a smart use of the data. And as we grow, as you know, the company is big and continue growing. The amount of data is big, and what we want is to accelerate this process of getting the data, cleaning the data, interpreting the data, and what are the patterns that we learn from the data? How can we make things smarter? So that's what I do as a machine learning, with machine learning projects and analyzing data. I think that's mainly it. And I will say what I love the most or what I enjoy the most is working with different people. So you work there with so many cross-functional teams where they have different backgrounds. So each team brings expertise in the hardware, other team brings expertise in the software, other in the data analysis, and that's what I enjoy the most. As an engineer, you start from zero, you start from scratch. So there is no copy and paste from here. Is we all build the idea together, and that's something I love as an engineer, and I love working in a company like Apple, because there are so many projects and they all start from scratch. They all start from zero, and we all work together to make a great idea, to make it useful. So that's what I do right now at Apple. I feel lucky to be in the teams I have been. And just to give you some tips, maybe for you that are trying to figure out what to study, what to do, the first thing I will say is just be patient. We all have feel lost. We all have, trying to figure out what to do, what is my next move, what is my next chapter in life. So just be patient, but work really hard, because in the long term, it pays hard. It's at the beginning you feel frustrated, but it definitely will pay hard if you work hard. The other thing is to pay attention of what is your passion in your projects, and not the one that is only in the school, that just to work for a grade. The ones that you enjoy just doing in your free time, or the ones you enjoy having that curiosity, and that brings you some creativity and brings you some joy, because in those projects is when you can figure out, oh, maybe this is a career that I want to follow. So as I think as for today, this is my advice. And if you're interested in computer science, I will highly recommend it. And nowadays, what is data science or machine learning engineer field is a great path. I enjoy it. And I wish you the best, and I hope you can choose a career that you will like.